Hey guys, how you doing? Mark Gaudette coming to you here. This is now my 25th, 26th video. I mean, I make so many of these now, more than one per day, but I unleash them one at a time because I just have so much to talk about and share with you. But here's the reality of the situation. If you've been following my journey, my personal development journey over the last 24, 25 videos, whatever video this is that you're watching, then you know that we're talking about something different each and every day that can help us move forward in our life, that can help us realize the dreams that we want, that can help us create the job we want, to start the business that we want, whatever it is. There's a goal you have, there's a purpose you have, and we are developing ourselves, working on our mind, our emotions, our spirit, all these things so that we can accomplish what we want. And if you're like me, you may have come to the point where as you've been developing and developing and developing, you may be at a point where it's just like, man, what do I do next? I've been reading, I know what my goal is, I've been taking action every day, I've been surrounding myself with the right people, but I feel like I don't know what to do next. I know what my vision is, but I don't know what to do next. That's the problem. That idea in your mind, I don't know what to do next, is programming you to get the results that you want, or to get those results right now, to feel that way right now. And we're sending that back out to the universe. We're sending that back out, and what is it giving us back? More of things that are not really aligned are gonna help us move forward because we're telling it we don't know what we want, so it gives us back things that reaffirm we don't know what we want. So guys, I'm going to encourage you, if you're on this journey with me and you need a little Kickstarter again, to reconnect with that end goal that you have, and start with that end goal in mind, okay? The way we're going to do this today, the way I'm going to tell you to do this, and the way that I know is going to help you, is to eliminate the concept of time. It doesn't matter. You're on a 3-month journey, you're on a 4-month journey. I want you to relax and take away this concept of time when you look at that goal and you're like, it has to happen now. It doesn't have to happen now. It will happen as soon as it can happen by you connecting to that end goal in mind again and now embodying it and feeling as if it's already happened now. What would it feel like to be a millionaire if that's your goal? How would you stand? How would you walk? How would you talk? What would it feel like to be financially free? What would it feel like to be confident? What would it feel like to have your own business that's contributing and helping thousands of people? Get into that mindset. Forget about the time. So whatever that goal is, whatever goal you set at the beginning, I need you to reconnect with that, okay? Reconnect with that. Keep the end in mind and eliminate the concept of time. It doesn't have to happen now. Don't worry about what you have to do in 20 minutes. Don't worry about what you have to do, what happened yesterday. Don't worry what has to happen at the end of the week. Just get rid of all that stuff so that you can get in the zone. The way you get in the zone and you would connect back to that goal is when you eliminate the ego, when you eliminate all the things that you have to do next, when you eliminate the judgment of whether you're doing this right or this needs to go first. Kick that out for now. Let it go for now. Reconnect with that end vision. And the reason why I'm telling you that is not to motivate you, it's not just to remind you, it's to show you that when you do this, things are going to open up for you. Because right now, what you're going through is exactly what you need to be going through at this point in your personal development. That's the reality. If you're at the point where you don't know what to do next and you think that you've hit kind of a fork in the road and you've been positive all these 24 days, or you are inspired and you're kind of like losing a bit of momentum because you're not seeing it materialize as fast as you want, or you're just getting lack of clarity because of all these other things coming at you in your life, that's okay. This was meant to happen if that's the situation you're in. You're meant to be here right now because this is a lesson that you need to learn. Hey, I need to learn it. I've needed to learn it. And I'm still learning these things, but I keep learning my lessons so I can keep moving forward. So just accept that fact. And now I'm going to give you that advice. Reconnect to that end vision. What is it that I want to accomplish? What does that feel like? Irrespective of time. And just be there. And now connect back to that, because here's what's going to happen. And it's been happening to me over these last 23, 24, 25 days is I really have been attentive and noticing that people have been coming into my life to give me the clarity on what my next steps need to be. Okay? So for example, if I say I want to be financially free, and my goal is to be financially free, earning 10K per month in passive incomes at the end of three months, so that, I can really just focus on what I'm passionate about, which, speaking, traveling the world, making videos, writing blog posts, and not have to concern myself with money. Let's say that that's what I'm after. Okay. Now, the challenge you may have faced is, okay, well, now how do I do that, right? Feels great. I'm there. I feel it. And you let the conscious mind come back and the ego and say, well, we don't know how to do that. And that's okay. That's a natural sort of byproduct. But now how we overcome that is just keep in that vibration through anything that we do throughout the day, whether it's going to the grocery store, whether it's going shopping, whether it's having a conversation with a friend, whether it's calling a client, whatever you are currently doing, even if it's sitting in your room doing nothing or reading a book, whatever you are currently doing needs to be connected to that. You need to feel that way so that you can attract the right people, the places and situations to give you the next step. Okay, let me show you an example of how this worked for me. I didn't know exactly how I was going to do it. I had maybe 3 or 4 other ideas. I can tell you I have a very good idea right now how I'm going to do that. But only because I remained open over the last 20-something days and connected as much as possible to that vision and feeling like I was worthy of having that vision and feeling like that person. So naturally, I attracted like energy. So I got a conversation. I had someone reach out to me on Facebook who I did not expect to have a conversation with. And him and I got on a call yesterday, and he had already done pretty much almost exactly what I wanted to do. Now, I would have never even known that if I hadn't been putting up my content every day, if I hadn't been sharing that, and I hadn't been staying in the right frequency to connect with this guy where he's like, man, I need to comment on this guy's post. And now we had a conversation, and I got more clarity. And I have more clarity, and I have more questions that I can ask with my coach. And now I have an idea, a very strong idea of what my next action step is, and it feels right. Do you see? But you need to stay open and receptive to what the universe, what God, what life is giving back to you when you say you want that. Because here is the reality. Your life is going to change. New people are going to send you messages, but you have to be open and receptive. You're going to start connecting with new people. It's impossible not to, because if you have a big goal that is going to make your life change right now, and it's going to take you outside of your comfort zone, you're going to need other energy to get there. And guess what? The people that are in your life right now, either they're going to raise their energy up, or you're going to acquire new people coming into your life that can help you do those things. It's just going to happen. So don't think that you consciously need to ask yourself, how is this going to happen? As soon as you think about that goal that you want and start to embody it, it's not always going to be you. I don't want that to discourage you, because that will put a halt in your plans and ruin your motivation when you start asking how. Just be open and receptive. It doesn't have to happen today. It doesn't even have to happen in 2 or 3 months. It's nice to have a timeline and be proactively working towards it every day, but let's not kid ourselves here, okay? We cannot force something we never knew how to accomplish to begin with. We are co-creating, right? We are imagining. When we imagine, we're using our imagination. That is connecting with the universe. That's connecting with spirit. And that is giving us a picture. If we can imagine it, we can create it, right? That's just the way life works. If you can think of anything you can think of, somehow it can be created. You may not know how to do it. You just see it in your imagination. You're right. Your conscious mind doesn't have that access to that information right away. But if you stay open to it and you continue to work over these next few months, I promise you, whatever that goal is, whatever that vision is, if you, as consciously as possible, as much time in the day that you can stay in tune with that as if you already have it, then you're going to notice you start to attract the people that can help you. You're going to come across a Facebook post or a book that just seems to be divinely put to you that has the answers that you need at that point in time into your life. You're going to start meeting people that are going to help you put the pieces of the puzzle together, but you need to be open and fluid to that. We can't be focusing on time and focusing on what we don't have yet and saying, I don't have that goal yet. I can't do this because I don't have this yet. That is the wrong way to think about it. That takes us out of flow with the universe, okay? So if this has happened to you on your journey so far, I just want to let you know it's okay. It's so okay. It's part of the journey. It's something that you need to go through. It's a lesson we need to learn on our journey. And we may learn it more than once because we'll have different goals, but we'll be better equipped for it next time. So just understand that. And I want you to do something proactive for yourself. Your next action step, if this is you, you need to connect with that end in mind again. Feel what it feels like and be open and receptive now to every single person that can help you. If you feel inspired to reach out to someone, inspiration, not forced because you say, oh, I have to reach out to 5 people a day, but if you feel inspired to reach out to someone or something, reach out to that person. Go and do that thing that you're inspired to do, because that is leading you in the direction of that. Even if it doesn't seem connected, that inspiration is of inspiration. Your goal was created from inspiration. When you act from inspiration, it's moving you in the direction with that. It's aligned, okay? So don't look at what you have to do, but look at what you are inspired to do. If something's telling you to reach out to someone on Facebook, do it. Okay? If something's telling you to post something and you're inspired to post it, just post it. Even if you don't know how it's going to help get you to your goal or who's going to come into your life, it doesn't matter. That's not your job to figure out. Let the universe, let God take care of that. You put it out there because you're inspired. It will take care of the other part. Remember, you're co-creating, which means you and the universe, not you alone, you and the universe or God, spirit, whatever you'd like to call it, is going to help you. So this is just a reminder, guys. It's a reminder and a quick tip to help you guys to stay attuned to what's going on around you. And you'll notice that every single thing, and I mean everything that's happened to me over the last 23 days, everything, when I took a step back and I started journaling, I realized it was all related to either the intention and the goals that I had set or the lack of goal or intention I had set on certain things. So it all relates. So clarity is power. Reconnect to that vision, okay? Reconnect, feel it, and start operating from that again today. If you're on day 25 or wherever day you're on, it's okay. Keep moving forward. You're going to have a big breakthrough here, because on the other side of this big breakthrough, you are going to break through and start to knock down layers that have held you back for years. Layers that have kept you where you are and repeating the same cycles. This is your time. If you're feeling this resistance right now and not knowing what to do next, this is perfect, because you will break through it by doing what I've said, or by this inspiring something in this video that told you to go and do something else. It will help you break through. So act on it. You're going to do great things in the world. You're going to accomplish your mission, and you will get more and more clarity and learn what those next steps are. Take action, trust. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.